Oh, yeah.
That defeats the purpose.
They let her last time.
Bringing it forward? Okay.
So remember how she was
I mean, usually the views up, I don't care, I won't, but.
You guys get right to the court.
We have some things to go over there, thank you.
Good. This is your stuff, sir.
Got a squeaky toy over there.
Oh yeah, we might need to put that in the car. I don't know if they can hold it for you. Do you want to just take the keys and go put it in the car?
You guys don't have fists here. We're too small for that. Oh, you guys want that? You get something else? Very good. Good morning. Very good. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
I have nothing yet.
Very good. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
I'm waiting the kids to my dogs.
It's a race car with fun on it.
Where's the courtroom? Where's the courtroom? Oh, it's over there. Okay, thank you so much.
You can all head right into the courtroom if you want set up.
Oh, this is the courtroom? Yeah, Claremont's is the smallest.
I don't care, whichever you prefer. I'll do the other side.
It's yellow. It's like kind of happier than the other ones.
Cute.
But it's not just all white.
This is probably the second most courthouse I've been to over the years. Like second most visits
Oh,
after King.
Really?
I've only been to this one
What
now.
happens that brings cases?
Just people get arrested in Hillsborough.
It's
Or
never-
pulled over. I've been pulled over in
The
Hillsborough.
cops love,
It's like a speed trap and
oh, okay.
all that other crap.
It's a small town. They don't get revenue for the New Hampshire for that tickets, do
They don't, no.
I don't know
Only the
why.
state, only state police get revenue.
I don't know why they're so.
thanks, buddy. Thank you. This is gonna be interesting. This
So
hearing.
then the question begs, Ian, which one's number one?
King.
Oh,
King,
yeah,
baby.
Naturally.
Brentwood's got to be getting there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
there's not a
been
lot out there.
I would think Concord would be number 2.
Concord, yeah.
That's what I was
Concord
guessing.
too. That's true. Yeah, it might be a toss up between Concord and Hillsborough.
That's weird though, because then there's been a huge break because me and you have never been here together.
Oh, I might have to go get my battery. What time is it? Forgot my battery outside. Could you?
Yeah.
It's,
What does it look like?
in the back, behind the driver's seat,
Yeah.
in the front zipper pouch,
Yeah.
of the little camera bag.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's a big black, looks like a big thick phone, but it's just.
Okay.
And then I need the white wire.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And stick around for like it takes 6 months to train somebody.
Been
So-
here 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you have a
Where's he gonna be? Over here?
Sure. I can
Over here?
something up?
Yeah.
He's gonna be over here, so
Experience you have.
I'm not sure if you want to get the Yeah, probably right here to get the prosecutor.
He was on, WordPress, and before that, he was on,
If it's on your back, okay,
You're very soft-spoken.
Drupal.
Mm.
So, I've done.
Yeah, you could go right there.
Managed CMS websites, media production.
Yeah, just speak loud. Make sure you speak loud.
VPN fix?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or tonight or something.
Yeah, whatever, dude, I have free anytime. But tonight works good.
Did you check out that crowd?
So, I'll send you that over.
Oh, did he? No, I've seen. Yeah, no, I haven't. Did you guys get one?
That's why I was
No, no.
saying, I'm not sure if you're looking for face though,
I think
because
we might have
if you're looking
noticed.
for a pretty face to do something,
Yeah.
guy.
Pretty face.
Well, maybe he has a little bit better looks. So if you're looking, I didn't know if you're looking for a marketer. You know, marketing representative or something like that.
So, the position is, basically answering the phone, a lot of calls, but I need somebody there always to answer calls.
Yep.
And, answer calls, do a little bit of basic.
What am I gonna say, right?
Basic tech support, like at least the minimum, like, I'm trying to put in your computer kind of stuff. And,
Well, no, like on that side
No.
of the wall.
paperwork, like entering.
Can I put it right now?
Um,
Like right here?
So it's sort of like pseudo secretarial.
I just don't wanna block anybody in here either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it won't be in anybody's way.
And putting orders together, so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's not
Try
like,
to take them
yeah,
in.
it's not like.
That's all very doable.
Very minimal technical experience
Yeah.
is optimal, but not.
Just get work done kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not like, you're gonna be disappointed if you think it's like.
Are you George?
Like a real tech job, if you, like.
George.
It's not like
Is it worth it, man?
Is it worth waiting?
You had to show up to defend this travesty of emotion.
I think is what we're doing.
I have a copy.
So
for
the
you.
answer is yes, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care what, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
it works.
I think, is it worth it, depends on what amount of experience you've got, where you're coming from, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, this is
If you're, you know, you've got a CS degree, and you've got a decade worth of experience, and, you know, a bunch of other things, and you've got a family to feed, you know, it may not be.
Yeah, but it's probably more worth it only for, but when work it, I have all the time in the world, so.
Yeah, yeah.
40 hours a week.
And it definitely is not gonna pay like, you know, what you're getting paid for construction work,
I'm not working right now,
right? Okay.
so.
Yeah, yeah, some stuff we do maybe would be worth paying, you know, that.
Yeah, WordPress is fun too. I'm surprised you guys had as many problems with PHP.
Has he read it?
Like, I've always had excellent
Gee.
experience with PHP. I've had no
No,
issues.
we have PHP. Oh, no, it's.
You guys said you had problems with it, I know.
So no, it's, no, so there's
Wanna
security,
talk or
registry of security.
anything? I mean, do you have any plea deals for me?
Maybe a
You
little
wanna
while,
dismiss the
but
case?
there have been issues with security.
I suggest you do.
Now, some of
We're
those
just
were
gonna
like.
do the motion today.
Just gonna do the motion today? Okay. I'd tell you good luck, but, you know.
You have no chance.
Screw you.
No, not like that, man. You know what you did.
Not the fun again, dude. Read out the press, bro. He's gonna be.
Oh, I need-
Facebook's
oh.
famous now,
So,
and
this is the only way
YouTube's
that I saw
famous,
him
like
there.
this.
No, in the car, just the car, the one in the car.
Oh, all right.
What is? Oh, and this will work though.
Yeah, there's a C.
Okay, here, hold that for me. Thank you though. I appreciate it, but. You remember this guy?
I do, yeah, I do.
Showed you true colors, eh, George?
Purslin. He used to run around with Ash.
Oh, yeah, that's right too.
Just like Charlestown.
Yeah. What's his name?
He's not bad. Purslin?
Yeah, that's right.
A little bit of a tyrant. Mr. Purslin.
Mr. Fuller.
Probably should be okay. Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Mr. Fuller.
Yeah. What is it? Notepad? Yeah. Thanks.
These are signature pens.
Cool. Oh, nice. Take a couple pictures real
When
quick.
Grandpa was born in this town. Yeah, I'm from Wolfboro, so she's a little ways away. Mr. Pullen. Mr. Pullen. How's Mr. Ash? Oh, he's good. Yeah, good. Cool. Captain Ash. Tell him Paulie Graham said hi. Who? Polycram.
McSweeney, what are you doing here?
Polycram, you know Polycram, come on.
What are you doing here, buddy?
You know me too.
What's up, Frank?
Hi, Frank. All rise, please. Take off your hats, please.
On record in the matter of Steve P. Mark, Sean Dogan, and 423 CR 586, could the parties identify themselves, please, starting with the state?
Attorney George Watton, North of State.
Clark Mansion?
Thank you. Okay, so we're scheduled for a hearing on a motion, so I will hear from the state first. I did receive the defendant's response and objection. Did you receive that?
I just.
Okay. Do you need time to look at it, or are you all set to go?
Cross that.
Okay.
Is the court one testimony or?
I think we need testimony. Who's testifying?
Lieutenant McSweeney.
Come on up. I'm gonna ask who's ever in the courtroom speaking, not to speak. It's distracting when you're in the Here's your case. Resolve this for affirmative and testimony rendered should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the truth, and nothing but the truth. You may start.
State your name, spell Mark McSweeney, MCSWEENEY.
Did you receive a motion for discovery from the defendant?
Yes,
And did you process that?
yes.
How so?
I processed the body cam request by then providing that individual with the body cam footage, which is sent to them through the email address they provide.
So you sent it to his email?
Correct.
And do you know if he accessed that?
He did.
Did that have been on or about September 15th?
Correct.
Did he download it?
Yes.
Do you know if he published that on his YouTube channel?
Yes.
And when was that, you know?
I don't know the date that it was published.
September 18th? Is that?
I believe that's the date listed in the motion.
Leading.
Did you check to see if those videos are still there?
That
Or
video
body cam
with the
videos?
body cam video is still on the channel, on his channel, listed online.
As of today?
Correct, that's of this morning.
No further questions?
Thank you. Do you have any questions?
I do.
And we're limited to the body cam issue.
I understand. I'm not gonna skip around. Just gonna find it, sorry.
Sure, take your time.
Have you looked over the objection?
I just read it, yes, sir.
If you can just point towards the body cam, what I wrote down on that, just kind of go by that, and then also I have. If I can present this to you, this is the state statute for, New Hampshire revised statute for body cameras, 15B2, which is what he's stating in his, motion.
Do you wanna ask the lieutenant questions, or do you just wanna argue the motion at this point in
I
time?
have nothing to say to him.
You have no questions for him?
No.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant, you may sit down. So, Mr. Marchand, I'm gonna hear from the state first, and then I'll hear from you, okay?
You also have a copy of 105B. You have a copy of the original. Now, just direct the court's attention to paragraph 12. It indicates no person shall publish these in any manner.
May I object, Your Honor?
Sure, if you have a legal basis for the
I
objection.
do. It's in the statute. Chapter 1, this chapter shall apply to any law enforcement agency that elects to equip its law enforcement officers with body cameras. This statute applies to only law enforcement officers and constables and sheriffs, not myself or the public. And I stated that in my objection.
I'm gonna overrule your objection, I'm gonna let you speak to it when it's your turn, I'm just gonna let him make his argument, and then you can make yours, okay, sir?
Yep.
Go ahead.
So it's the state's position that the publication, broadcast by any person is prohibited. That it's strictly controlled as an evidentiary exhibit, and it is the property of the Hillsborough Police.
Objection, Your Honor, it's discovery, it's my evidence, and I have a right to publish it.
Okay, so I'm going to, again, overrule your objection, I'm gonna let you say all of that.
Well,
when
I have a right to object to,
You do, I'm
It's
gonna
irrelevant.
overrule the objection, and I'm gonna let you address all of the arguments that he makes when you make your argument.
okay?
So there's no penalties, but there are protective orders that can be issued. If the court rules in our favor, we ask that he remove him in 24 hours. Or be subject to contempt.
There's no penalty.
Okay, now you can respond.
Yeah, if I can, since he's talking about protective orders or restraining orders, I also have the court rule for, give me 1 second, please. The court rules for, the elements to meet those criteria for restraining and protection order. If I can give this to you, Your Honor.
Sure.
He has not met any elements or guidelines in that rule stating that I am, that I met any of the criteria, that he's stating.
Oh. Sorry about that. I'll turn it off.
Court rules for discovery. And I've outlined everything that I can quote into the objection.
Stop for 1 second.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the first rule, set of rules that you gave me.
Yeah.
Is there a specific place that?
There is, it should be in the objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
If I can pull that up real quick and try to point you in the right direction.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I think all I have, Your Honor, is the court rules regarding it. I did also apply, all the elements of the, articles for the, New Hampshire Constitution here too. Those should be quoted underneath each one, in order. Those do apply to some of those also.
As far as Rule 35 is concerned for
Yeah.
discovery, is there a particular part of 35 that you want me to look at?
I mean, Your Honor, I suggest you look at the whole thing to make a good finding on it. I did bring that up for your convenience.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was a certain section you wanted me to draw my attention to.
It just doesn't apply.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Yes, I also have, he wrote in his, protective order motion, on line number 4, I don't know if you have it in front of you.
Yes.
You have it?
Yes.
Alright, so number 4, he wrote, the Hillsborough Police Department bought 1 cameras pertaining to the defendant's arrest include confidential footage of a female domestic violence victim who was a passenger in the vehicle. I'm gonna object to that also in his motion, along with this form that I have. Defendant, my girlfriend right here, okay? First of all, there's no expectation of privacy in public, okay? Second, that order was vacated. And third, there's no picture or video of her in that video that I posted pertaining to any of that criteria. And then on top of it, the only thing I did post on that video is this vacated protection order that has been order removed. As you see here, you can look at the case number, any descriptors, name, date of birth, address, any of that has been modified on my video to protect that under the domestic violence and restraining orders.
So, I don't believe that I scored you in, so could you raise your right hand, please?
A little late for that.
Because I'm treating this as evidence, not argument. Do you solemnly swear affirm that any testimony or evidence you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury?
I do.
So your testimony is that this document that you just handed me is on your YouTube channel as it is?
Right there in front of you.
Okay.
Redacted under my own accordance
Thank you.
for the privacy of domestic violence restraining orders, so forth under that statute.
Anything else, sir?
No, the only thing I have on here really is, in light of the objections on the last page of my objections, the defendant respectfully requests of the court, 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you wanna read through those, those are my, that's what I like resolved out of this case. I would like a dismissal, based on these facts, that he can't even prove to the court, and it's frivolous, and it's malicious, and, it's not what we pay for as, taxpayers. I don't have a fair right of a trial because of these allegations. Like I said, it's frivolous, it's malicious, he didn't even quote half of the, I mean, he states that number 12, applies to the people, okay? It literally states on Title 1, the first chapter, this shall apply to law enforcement only, or to law enforcement. This is not a statute that applies to the general public, okay? It's public record, I have a right to publish it, I have a right to freedom of the press, and I urge this court to take that into consideration, as he's treading carefully on my rights, and I don't approve of that, and I don't approve of this court making an order against it, or against mine.
Thank you. Do you wish to respond to?
Just to go to his first argument, I agree that we do have to provide the body cams as discovery, because if there's statements made by him, so we do have to provide it, but he cannot legally publish that information on a public forum. There is that restriction, the statute that prohibits that, and we're asking for a protective order. As regards the domestic violence, there is still a case pending against him in Claremont District Court.
Can I ask the prosecutor a question?
You can ask me the question and I'll see if you
That's
can ask me the question.
Has he been in contact with the prosecutor over there for the state police in Claremont regarding that case? So he has absolutely no information.
Okay. Where are you getting your information from cases being against?
Through the available spots records.
Okay.
Do you have any evidence of that?
So, what I'm hearing is that's coming up through, when you run his record, it's coming up as still active.
Yes.
And is your testimony that the case was dismissed?
It's not dismissed.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a trial pending, and I've talked to the prosecutor who's actually dismissing the case based on elements that I provided to him.
But as of now, it hasn't been dismissed.
No, it's in November.
Okay, so, that's the information that he has right now, is that it's still pending.
Okay, I was just asking if he has any evidence of that. That's all.
I think it's when he ran the record, it came up as still active.
I mean, he could say this guy is a certain color, and it's not.
It's relevant
How does he
anyways.
know?
If it's showing up in your record as still active, that's the information.
Does he have a copy of that it's still active?
You just agreed that it's still active.
No.
Until you have the trial, it's active on your record.
Okay.
All right, I will take this matter under advisement. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We know what that means.
Hey, Joe, you still getting phone calls and emails, buddy? Cause you're gonna get a lot more after this.
Apparently he thinks you're law enforcement or work for a law enforcement agency, a person under a law enforcement agency.
All rise. You can stand up, please.
Only the dead rise.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
You too. Thanks for another YouTube video, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? You know what that means, right? You didn't get it granted. Emergency expedited protective order. She said she'll take it under advisement. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if there was any immediate harm potential. Where's the victim? Who's the victim?
You don't have to raise your voice.
Who's the victim? That's just how my voice is. Who's the victim that you're trying to get this protective order under? You? The police?
You recording in the lobby?
I'm not gonna answer any questions.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Why don't you screw
Yeah.
Purdue back to you?
You might want to research that too, bub. I don't think you know who you're talking to.
Yeah. Until they leave, I'm recording. I don't trust them. So why don't they
Body
leave
cams
and
for
I'll
my
record?
protection.
You leave, I leave.
We've been down this road before.
Your job here is done. Your
The
job is
Supreme
done.
Court order
Your job is
has
done.
no
Leave.
force. He
Your
knows
job is
me.
done. Leave.
This guy knows what time it is. What's up,
The
buddy?
second you
Nice
leave, the second I
tie.
stop recording. Now leave.
Nice tie.
You gonna arrest
He
everybody?
leaves and I stop.
Yeah, stop escalating
Bye.
the situation.
You're dismissed. Bye, asshole.
Have a nice
Enjoy
day.
the phone
Stop
calls,
filing
emails.
frivolous motions.
Hey, guys.
Stop filing
Enjoy the phone
frivolous
calls.
motions,
Hey
bub.
guys, do not call George Wartendorf at the Hillsborough, New Hampshire Police Department.
603-464-5512.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Ian's got your thing.
Oh yeah. I'll give it to you.
Right, so,
Just want to make sure everybody's good on the way out.
Ian, how you been?
Hey, I'm all right.
Haven't seen you for a while. What's this, a week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 1 week, 2 weeks, no biggie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we were just here.
They keep bringing us back.
1,000 people.
That's right. Guys, have fun. I'll see you later.
Do you have my paperwork?
I do.
Thank you.
What's going on, man?
Is that everybody?
You all set?
Have a nice day, gentlemen.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
I'll be the gentleman.
Thank you.
Hey, I like those phone calls, emails there.
Oh, gross.
Have you ever read it?
Why didn't he arrest us if it was illegal for us to film in the lobby? Yeah. Have you ever read that?
You know you fucked up, right?
The order? Rule 19 says shall allow recording in the public lobbies and everywhere in the courtroom.
I suggest you call Chief Connors over there in Charlestown. I fucked him over in court, just to let you know. And I'm gonna fuck you over twice as hard because he's already got precedents on it. Yeah.
Who'd you get your information
He's gonna get
from?
paid either way. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I know. But when the lawsuit comes,
Who told you to file that motion? Did you do that all on your own or was that given to you? Did you try to pull that maneuver by yourself?
He's probably a failed attorney. That's why he works for the police department.
yeah. Why'd you send your
Oh,
other
he's
goon
definitely
here?
failed
Why didn't
today.
you show up for your arraignment? You bitched out on your last arraignment. Why not? You gonna bitch out on the third too? You don't have a case. That's why. Why did you take away?
How come you didn't give that guy a camera?
Why did you take away? What's
Give
it
that
called?
guy a camera?
The disobeyed a police officer and then charge me with.
So what, you don't support the First Amendment?
resisting detention.
You don't like that we're exercising our rights?
You don't have a case there, George.
Huh?
You guys all set?
I've been all set.
He's all set. He's all set. This dude just got smoked. He had no chance. You probably could have farted and said, I'm good, that's my defense.
You guys.
Have a good one,
Nice
sir.
seeing you guys.
Is it?
As always.
Why not?
He's,
You guys, man.
this guy's a good, you've been all right. Hey,
He's
what's
an
your name
alright-
again?
he's
I'm Lance.
Lance.
Nice to meet you.
remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Footloose. Poozlin knows me very well. I didn't realize he's a prison guard.
Why do they keep going back in?
Oh yeah? They're trying to get some sort of contempt or something, bro. He thinks he's pulling some sort of maneuver, so we might as well hang out. I mean, we could challenge that today. This whole thing, you know the Supreme Court took their signs
Have
down?
another case?
The only thing we're gonna ask, guys, is you know, I gave you the.
I'm not in that.
We're still in the court.
Did you know that this,
Not beyond
sir,
60
excuse me, sir.
I don't care.
This thing, it says per order of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Have you seen how many times I've gone there and they took their signs down.
Hey, have you seen the YouTube?
And the
video,
state
bud?
police told them,
Have you?
I talked
Nice.
to
You
clerk
share, you subscribe?
Tim Gudis, who signed this
You hit the you know
this
if you hit
order.
the dislike button, it's just as good. Yeah, it's just as good, dude. It's the algorithm helps.
So the state police have chosen not to enforce this order because this has no force of law.
Do you know about that? Over at the Supreme Court?
No, I don't know.
Should probably go check those videos out.
Yeah.
Absolute
It's
Defiance
interesting.
Supreme Court audit
They
playlist.
neglected to enforce it.
And they took the signs down.
So why, if they're not going to enforce it over there, why would you enforce it here? At the
Crazy.
Supreme Court, it's their rules.
I'll get more information.
Look into it, man.
Definitely check
You
with
know
Tim
all the
Gudis.
I know you
information.
will.
I'll get
I
it.
definitely recommend, because I'm going back to see him maybe this week. We'll see if I have time. But it doesn't make sense why they did it. I have no problems. I have a body cam rig for this, and I don't even take it off anymore. They have me go through, and it's great. So might want to make sure these prosecutors don't make another mistake trying to get some sort of contempt or something like that. I know you can't really do anything.
Prosecutors, you guys know that.
Yeah.
We can only ask to keep the place safe here, that's all.
Yeah, there's
It's
nothing
crazy. They're
unsafe.
trying to
The only
apply-
unsafe thing is that they're trying to tread on my rights.
Right. They're trying to apply a law enforcement statute. He's like, yeah, there's no penalty. There's no penalty because it's for law enforcement. Title VII is for sheriffs, constables, and police officers. None of that applies to the public. And that's the law. He tried to get a protective order because there's no penalty. So he's trying to get around the
He even
fact that he's
stated there's no
misapplying law.
penalty.
Right, exactly.
So
he
what
knows
are they
what
gonna
he's
do?
doing.
What?
He wants them to make one up. They want
Yeah.
it to just be
Well,
like
he was
a
better
game.
off with a gag order.
There's no victim. There's no cause of action.
He's an idiot. He's weak.
And if they're protecting the
Who are they
cops from
protecting?
you, if they're protecting the cops from you,
Statements I made they're protecting? Really?
I think that they're protecting the cops, but it's like they want to put you in jail so you'll be closer to the cops.
That's alright. Guess
Silence
what?
sometimes.
Hey
Silence
George, I'm
something.
gonna post
Yeah.
another one of the body cam footage just for your liking.
What if I post
And I'm
it?
not taking them down either, so you
You know
can
what I
hold
mean?
me in contempt now.
Like, what if we all post it? You got to
Oh,
put
it's already
protective
been
orders
shared.
on everybody. It's already been shared
It's
by
already
other
been
people.
shared. Even if I take it down, it's still out there.
Doesn't
It's
make any
stupid.
sense.
You know that, right, George? Even if I take them down, they're still out there shared with like hundreds of people.
We all set, guys?
Do you get that?
Oh, here we go.
What's up?
Oh. Nah, I heard you guys coming. Hey, I know where you live. Dumbass. What is it? 566 Beard Road, right? In Hillsborough. 566. What a shit house you have, man. They must not pay you at all. I have a better apartment than you do a house.
We really do.
What a joke.
We really do.
We've been told to do what we're supposed to do.
We're all set anyway. We don't need you
I'm
guys.
gonna ask you to leave if
Yeah.
you will, please.
That's fine. We're
I
all
appreciate
done.
it.
We were already leaving.
Bye, guys. Have fun on YouTube.
Nice to have you guys.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going,
what's up?
Valancourt?
Look at this.
What's up, buddy?
Look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this. Hey, where's your vehicle?
Did you guys check out those videos on the Supreme Court yet? You should probably go to my channel and watch those.
What's your channel?
Absolute Defiance.
I was actually trying to remember what your channel name was, and I
Was
couldn't
we gonna
remember the
record
name.
it?
So they can see what trouble. I told Timothy Gudis, I said, you're causing a lot of chaos about this whole thing. It's Absolute Defiance.
Absolute.
And go to the playlist, and there's a New Hampshire Supreme Court audits playlist.
Hold on, let me see. If this,
And then there's a filming in court with like 80 videos on it.
this one?
You're in a bunch of them.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
There
So playlists,
Okay.
and then go here, the filming in federal court. So New Hampshire Supreme Court audits, right there.
Okay.
And it's all in order
I
from the
appreciate
first to the
that.
last.
Yeah.
And they
We're
took
just
the
gonna
signs
figure
down
out
too.
what-
They don't even have these signs up.
You
At the
guys
federal
know.
I just want to see what they're
At
doing.
the state, no, at the Supreme Courthouse.
Oh, at the New Hampshire.
Yeah, the federal courthouse.
When did they
We're
take
waiting
them
for the
down, you know?
tickets. They took them down. You'll see. They took them down. They put them back up, and
get
then
'em
they
back
took
to-
them down,
get
and
'em back to
they've
Key.
had them off
Is that what
since.
you want?
Okay.
So I was just there with him in
He owes you
Gordon
dinner.
McDonald came up in the Supreme Court Law Library while we were doing research.
Yeah.
And filming it the whole time.
Well, the prosecutor
I've
wanted
actually
to
never
fuck me
been
in
there.
court. He could have
The
Yeah,
done the
it's
same.
pretty
Court
cool.
Law
It's
Library.
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Could have
cool.
at least taken me out to dinner, the prosecutor, before he wanted to fuck me.
Let's go. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Please
Hey,
check
what was
that
the call
out.
here?
Seriously,
What was the call
because
here for?
it's crazy.
You got your bag. I'll bring the sergeant out. I'll bring him out.
Who's acting sergeant? Lieutenant?
We're literally at any day.
I need to know why you guys are all called here.
For us,
Okay, did you
filming
use the
in the
radio
lobby,
phone number?
obviously.
Did you just got
Is that what
people over
the
here for a
scanner
call?
said?
You're all set? You're a piece of shit, huh?
I know Prosecutor now has.
Fuck you all, dude.
Be here on the
Have a
dirt.
good day, guys.
All right.
See you around.
See you later.
Hey, just to let you know, you didn't kick us out. We're leaving. On our own accordance.
Hey, Lance is a great name.
What are they gonna do? Arrest everybody? You know what I mean? Yeah, we definitely got to go to the Supreme Court again.
Look a puppy. Look a puppy.
I know, they actually parked in a spot.
Usually they just park wherever the hell they want and block everybody.
Let's do what they said. Let's do what we were told to do. That's what the guy said. He's like, what are we doing? The cops are here. Puzlin, the prison guard. He's like, let's do what we were supposed to do, or told to do. And he's like, the cops are here. Let's do what we were told to do.
Just happened over here.
Just there. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I think I got it. You seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Like, oh, so you call the cops, have us arrested, and they don't even know why. I've been telling them to go. They got to watch that Supreme. I'm like, this is the playlist, dude. They took the signs down and they're getting you guys all jammed up because they know they can't enforce it and they're going to get smoked if they try. And now they're going to let these other lower courts jam themselves up and get in trouble and get a lawsuit. You know.
What time are you going to Concord tomorrow? After Boston? When's Boston?
Probably around 4. Boston's at 9 a.m. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you have a?
Probably miss you. We're going to be there for the
Do you
first couple
ever do filming in Boston courts?
He's the most recent victim of the government down in Massachusetts. I've never been to the Boston courts, but I have filmed in Greenfield and...
So you had to get permission from like the Supreme Court, right? Like, sign up
That's
or whatever.
the way I did it, yes. You want to tell them about your experience?
So
Plan to be there an hour early at least. So
Yeah.
I get whatever bullshit.
You're gonna need
paperwork
to.
done.
What you probably should do is, in advance, submit something, and then when you go in, they probably won't respond. But then the day of, go in a little bit early, and you'll have to speak to the court clerk's office, I believe it is.
Yes.
And then they will.
they're not
you will
letting
need to
us.
tell them that they did not respond to you, and so you're following up, and you have a case that you submitted for approval. Now, here's the other thing. The mass courts require you to be media, which means you have to submit something to them in advance,
Right.
and then get approval.
Yeah, we don't agree with it, and
So-
so we're just gonna defy it, and so we're gonna start filming and all that.
So I can. One thing I can
Yeah.
assure you is you will be arrested.
Yep.
They're
So
crazy about
there's
it.
2 women. There's a bunch of. It is what it is.
Don't get hemmed up in Massachusetts, man.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it. Don't do it.
Hey.
Here's what you got. As of the last time I did it, I know what you're saying. Do it in advance a day. In my
They're not
experience-
letting anyone. People are trying, and they're not letting them get the
In my
approval.
experience, you can do it an hour in advance. That's still in advance. You just show up an hour early.
Well-
you put in the request with the
So-
with the clerk of court. They take it to the judge. Last minute, they're going to come to you and say, "Okay, you can go set your camera up." But until then, don't fuck with them, dude. They are crazy as fuck down there.
I heard, yeah.
They are. The media registration, though, they're not going to approve your case unless
I
you're
get it.
registered with the media. So I don't know. I would send it in advance because then they have less of an excuse of not dealing with it on the spot. Because you've already submitted it, and now they're kind of.
So my plan is, because there's 2 women who have a court hearing, and they're going to start recording during their thing and whatever. And
They're not even going to let the cameras in.
what do you mean?
You can't
Phones?
Go in with, not even. They're not going to let you bring a phone in.
They don't let you bring a phone in mass?
Nope.
So it'll be like the same thing in the freaking. I thought they said no. That I think they're letting you bring phones in
No.
because I don't see how any other way that we could.
You've got to get the approval, then they'll let you bring it in.
I'll talk
They
to
got
them.
they got
I don't
locked
think
down, dude.
I don't think that's how it is
He was just there for
Because they've been going, and I mean, this plan wouldn't be possible unless we can get the cameras past, or phones past.
Phone in, but I think that's because I was media.
Well, okay, I don't know. I haven't been to
They
a mass
said
court
they're
in
going to
10
have their
years.
phones.
So I
Yeah.
can't. I'm 10 years old in my experience.
And I'm gonna put my body cam rig on.
You're letting people in with
They
phones.
might be letting people in.
Oh,
with
if
phones.
And so here's the plan, right? So
They might be letting.
how do they know we're filming? Some people might just be. So my plan is that I'm gonna really be recording with this, hopefully, but people can pretend to film too. And if there's a bunch of people doing it, what are they gonna do?
They're gonna arrest you.
They're crazy.
Everybody? They're gonna arrest everybody?
Dude, go watch the video
You know what I mean?
of what did I film? I'll send me a message. I'll send you a link to the video. It hasn't been published. I mean, it's up and it's not published anywhere. But if you watch, they yelled at me for recording like outside of like when their little court thing said that it was in session. Yelled at me, and I was doing everything perfectly. I mean,
What do you think about it there? How do you think
with approval of the court.
Right, that's crazy.
Will you send me?
So yeah, I heard they're crazy
when
down
you get
there,
the
but
order, will you send me? Yeah.
going to back some people up.
I'll give that to you, so.
Yeah, send that too.
Yeah, if I remember this time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I see you today anyway, so I'm like,
So what happened? What do you think about today? Did you count this
she's
as
taking it as under advisement, so I feel as if it may be in my favor. I think if she had any grounds to make the order efficient, she would have ordered it today.
Yeah.
So I feel good. I feel confident. I'm not too worried about it. I'll appeal it up to a higher court if I need to, if I can. And I'm going to get my attorney on these things now, and it's got to pay off. Obviously my Charlestown case, but this is very similar, and they're trying to stop me from exercising my rights and publishing videos to the people. So we'll see. It depends on what they order. Will also depend on if I take down the videos or not. Depending on what the penalty will be, and we'll go from there. And I'll keep everybody updated.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, man, for being here. I appreciate it.
Congratulations. I think you're pretty much gold, bro. Yeah. Like if there was grounds, she would have granted the grounds if he said anything. He didn't say anything.
He even said that there's no penalty.
Right.
Well,
which is why he's going for the thing.
And I realized, and I said this to Frank, I don't know if you heard it, but the fact that there's no penalty is proof it's just for law enforcement, because there's always a penalty for us.
Right.
But when they violate
you know
their
why?
own
Because
rules,
that
it's
their own law, and it's a law. That's an
what
RSA.
that does is it's enforcing the law is enforcing the policies. All the policies are enforcing through the law is what it's doing. So
and there is no enforcement because there's no penalty.
the only enforcement is their policy. So if they're violating the statute, they're violating their policies, which they'll be reprimanded.
That's it.
And that's it. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, these guys better be pissed off and raise hell with the Supreme Court. You know what I mean?
When they leave, I do that all the time. Like, you leave, I'll leave. And then when they leave, I go back.
They need to be going there and raising hell on why you guys got this order and telling us to arrest people when you're not even doing it up here.
You know what I did forget about?
They're going to be pissed when they see those videos.
Is the fact that there are videos already shared out there. So even if I'm ordered to take mine down, they're still out there.
Right.
So I did forget to point that out.
Yeah.
But
judges aren't really typically that dumb. You know what I mean?
She seems all right.
You could tell she was like,
she doesn't like it.
what is going on with this?
Yeah, she's like, what is going on? They've never done this. I don't think they've ever tried to do. This is
body
like,
cams are pretty new. I mean, those
True.
haven't been around for very long.
they've been around long enough where they made a statute with no penalty to be in my favor. I mean, who's to say I can't publish my discovery and elements of it? I mean,
even if the law said it applied to you, it wouldn't be constitutional in your First Amendment. And there's already court rulings to that effect.
I'm not violating any provisions of privacy.
And even if you are prohibited, a third party reporting on it isn't. So
Right.
There's nothing they can do once it's out there.
Yeah, it's
She
crazy.
better tread carefully, I'll tell you that.
She's
I warned her and the court to tread carefully about it.
You should, yeah.
Because I do have constitutional rights here that they're trying to violate.
100%.
There's a lot of case law on this already.
What?
As far as
Discovery, publishing discovery.
Publishing
I haven't
discovery.
seen any, but this has never really. Now they just did this with Long Island on it. They put 15 restraining orders on him. one was the police department, the others were the officers and a bunch of other people over at the DMV, I think it was. And they granted the restraining order, but he didn't object to it either. So
Right. Yeah. So that's
I mean,
why.
you know, this is the beginning of the objection. I mean, the case.
He's creating bad case law if he doesn't. And precedent.
Oh, yeah, he's on vacation.
And not necessarily precedent, but
Yeah,
like
they do. They
a type
ran
of
it
precedent.
because he went to the police department after that order was, for the restraining order, he went to the PD, and then when he came home, he ran out back, and then now they have a warrant out for him. But he should have objected, and then it may not even be applicable.
Right. He probably didn't read it or anything, but.
So my next court case is October 3rd at 10.
That's the trial, right?
No, that's the arraignment for the disorderly conduct. Yeah. And I even asked him about that. I'm like, oh, why'd you fucking take, you know what I mean? I'm surprised he showed up, that piece of shit. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're due anytime. I'm glad it wasn't today.
I didn't know that was you, so great.
Yeah.
Great luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. You gonna come on October 3rd?
I will.
At 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the arraignment for the disorderly, for the phone calls. So yeah, do not call. Make sure you don't call, okay?
Is it, should I or shouldn't I know? No.
You should.
You should. Well, I'm going to get my phone right now. That's what I'm calling about right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick it up and pocket.
All right, man. Have a
So
good one.
yeah, we'll end it here so we can talk about secret shit.
Yeah.
Congratulations, bro. I consider that a victory.
Yeah, you think so? We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. She would have granted it.